Hello and welcome, dear viewers. Today we delve into an intriguing topic: the rising Gog-Magog War, biblical prophecy, modern politics, and the unfolding fulfillment of end-time events. As we set forth on this fascinating journey, we find ourselves in the pages of the book of Ezekiel, specifically chapters 38 and 39. Here a prophesied conflict is described, a war led by a figure known as Gog, hailing from the land of Magog. Their target is none other than the nation of Israel. This prophecy has stirred the minds and hearts of scholars, enthusiasts, and believers alike, sparking countless theories and interpretations. As we explore the intersections of ancient prophecy and modern politics, we'll consider how current events could be aligning with these biblical predictions. But remember, these are speculations and interpretations. Scholars and enthusiasts have long speculated about these nations and their leaders. Enter Amir Tsarfati, a respected Bible teacher and founder of Behold Israel. Tsarfati brings a unique perspective to our understanding of the Gog-Magog War. He proposes a compelling argument that Russia, with its geographical location and historical connections, could be the Gog referred to in the prophecy. Let's consider the geography first. Russia lies directly north of Israel, fitting the description from Ezekiel 38:15. You will come from your place in the far north. Tsarfati argues this isn't a coincidence, but an indication of Russia's role in the upcoming conflict. Then there's history. Tsarfati highlights the historical ties between Russia and the Scythians, a nomadic warrior people who many believe are the descendants of Magog. The Scythians were known for their fierce battles and conquests, a parallel perhaps to the aggressive role Gog is prophesied to take. But it's not just history and geography that point towards Russia. Tsarfati also emphasizes Russia's current political landscape and its alliances in the Middle East. Russia's significant presence in this region and its alliances with Iran and Turkey, two nations also mentioned in the prophecy, lend further credence to this theory. However, it's important to remember that while these connections are intriguing, they are ultimately theories. As believers, we should approach these interpretations with an open mind and a discerning heart, always returning to the Bible as our primary source of truth. In conclusion, the theory of Russia being Gog, as proposed by Amir Tsarfati, is indeed fascinating. The geographical position, historical ties, and current alliances of Russia with Iran and Turkey add weight to his theory, making it a compelling perspective in the ongoing discussions around the Gog-Magog War. Adding fuel to the fire is Russian President Vladimir Putin's support for Palestine. Indeed, Russia's political landscape has been a topic of intense discussion among prophecy enthusiasts. Putin's political alignments, particularly his stance on Israel and Palestine, have sparked numerous theories linking Russia to the Gog-Magog prophecy. Putin's support for Palestine, seen through his backing of a two-state solution, has been interpreted by some as a sign of the prophesied conflict. The theory suggests that Putin's politics are setting the stage for the Gog-Magog War, with Russia poised to lead a coalition against Israel. However, it's vital to approach such theories with caution. While the politics of the day might seem to align with the biblical prophecy, we must remember the words of Jesus in Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. This verse is a potent reminder that only God knows when and how his prophecies will be fulfilled. While we, as believers, are called to watch and discern the times, we must avoid making premature assumptions. We are not called to predict the exact timing of biblical prophecies, but to live in readiness for their fulfillment. It's also important to note that geopolitical alignments can change rapidly. The world of politics is fluid and unpredictable, and what seems to be a clear sign today might not hold true tomorrow. Therefore, while Putin's politics might seem to align with the Gog-Magog prophecy, we must remember that only God holds the master plan. As we navigate these intriguing yet complex waters of prophecy and politics, let's keep our eyes fixed on Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Let's remember that God is in control and his plans will unfold in his perfect timing. As Matthew 24:36 reminds us, only God knows when his prophecies will be fulfilled. Let's look at America now. The land of the free and the home of the brave is not just a political powerhouse, but also a military behemoth. A report from the Chinese Ministry of Defense underscores this fact, highlighting America's global military presence. From the sands of the Middle East to the icy terrains of the Arctic, American troops are stationed far and wide, securing strategic interests and maintaining global order. This is not a happenstance. It's a testament to the country's commitment to its founding principles of liberty and justice, not just for its citizens, but for all those who yearn for it. America's influence extends beyond its borders, shaping global politics, instilling democratic values, and championing human rights. But does America's global footprint tie in with the biblical prophecy of the Gog-Magog War? On the surface, it may seem unrelated. After all, the prophecy specifically mentions Gog, the leader from the land of Magog and a coalition of nations, but there's no explicit mention of America. Yet it's essential to remember that prophecies often have layers of meaning and interpretation. The Bible is a living book, its words transcending time and space. While America may not be directly named in the prophecy, its role as a global influencer cannot be dismissed lightly. In the grand chessboard of geopolitics, America's moves matter. Its alliances, its conflicts, its decisions, they all have repercussions that ripple across continents. And these ripples in turn can set the stage for the fulfillment of biblical prophecies, including the Gog-Magog War. So, as we ponder the unfolding of end-time events, let's not overlook the role of global superpowers like America. Their actions, their policies, their influence, they're all part of the complex tapestry of modern politics and prophetic fulfillment. While not directly linked to the Gog-Magog War prophecy, America's global influence does emphasize its crucial role in shaping global politics. Its actions and decisions could very well be the unseen threads weaving the prophetic tapestry of the end times. Early church fathers like Hippolytus and Jerome saw Gog and Magog as symbols of anti-Christian forces. This statement takes us into a realm of understanding that goes beyond the literal interpretation of the Gog-Magog War. Our journey through the annals of church history reveals that these early theologians viewed the prophecy in Ezekiel through a different lens. Their focus wasn't on a physical war involving nations, but rather a spiritual battle. Gog and Magog, in their interpretations, represented the forces that stood against the Christian faith. Hippolytus, a 3rd century theologian, believed that Gog was a symbol of the Antichrist, leading an army of adversaries against the people of God. Jerome, on the other hand, considered Gog and Magog to be symbolic of all the nations opposing Christianity. These interpretations, as varied as they may seem, have a common thread. They all point to a spiritual warfare, a struggle between good and evil, faith and disbelief, God and the forces that stand against him. It's essential to remember that these interpretations were born out of their unique historical context. The early church was under constant threat from the Roman Empire and other forces that sought to wipe out the fledgling Christian faith. It's no surprise then that these theologians interpreted the Gog-Magog War as a spiritual conflict, a battle for the very soul of Christianity. But as we move forward in time, interpretations have evolved. Some see the Gog-Magog War as a literal conflict involving specific nations, while others continue to view it as symbolic of the ongoing struggle between good and evil. This diversity of interpretation reminds us that the Bible is a living text, speaking to each generation in a language it understands. Whether we see Gog and Magog as symbols of anti-Christian forces or as literal nations gearing up for war, the core message remains a call to remain steadfast in faith, vigilant in prayer, and unyielding in the face of adversity. Their interpretations were shaped by their historical context. And as we continue our journey through the fascinating world of biblical prophecy, we too are shaping our interpretations, guided by our faith and the world around us. In conclusion, as believers, our reaction should be faith, not fear. We've journeyed through the intriguing topic of the Gog-Magog War, from its biblical prophecy to its potential modern political implications. We've explored the theories of respected Bible teachers and early church fathers, and seen how global powers like Russia and America might fit into the prophetic puzzle. However, let's remember that these are theories and interpretations. The exact timing and unfolding of these prophecies are known only to God. As Jesus instructed us, our role is to watch, pray, and maintain our faith. The prophecies serve not to instill fear, but to prepare us for what's to come. Whether we're witnessing the start of the Gog-Magog War or not, one thing is certain. We can trust that everything is unfolding according to God's perfect plan and timing. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. As we navigate these fascinating intersections of faith, prophecy, and global politics, let's hold on to the words of Jesus in John 14:29. And now I have told you before it comes, that when it does come to pass, you may believe this is not a call to fear, but to faith, to watch, to pray, and to trust in God's perfect timing. Stay faithful and keep watching.